Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are looking at the final 2-pack of the Division Commanders of Whitebeard. This is of course the 15th Division Commander Fossa, and then in the next video we're going to be looking at the 16th Commander Izo. And Izo is one of my more favourite members of the Whitebeard Division Commanders because they have a significantly bigger role in Wano. So, here we are. This is all A+ Studio. They are all resin models. And these are all second-hand. They all came from one seller's collection that I bought off of eBay. So a big shout out to him. I won't mention him. But he knows who he is. And he knows that I appreciate getting these. So this is my first time seeing these. Same as all of you. And Izo and Fossa are both number 106. But it is Fossa that we are looking at today. So let's go ahead. There is his stand. Also the stands all have a bit of dust on them, which tells me that they were well looked after. You know, that they were on display, that they weren't just sitting in a box somewhere. So I appreciate that it goes from one collector to another. There is Fossa's sword. Now, Fossa, his sword did have the ability to latch itself on fire. This one, it is not. It is just in its basic form. But here is Fossa, and it looks like he's maybe got something that's supposed to go into his back pocket, but I don't know where that could be. I'm looking at the rest of this, and I think the rest of this is all... Oh, hang on. Here we are. There it is. It is Fossa's scabbard. Now the rest of this I think is all Izo's, so that is going to go off to the side. But I think this scabbard here is going to just connect into the back somehow. Maybe I've got it the wrong way. Is it supposed to be this direction? This certainly looks correct. It's just... Okay, no, I think it does go this way. There we go. Not unlike a USB. You have to put it in 3 times. That is the rules of it. Also, I've got Izo's card there. I'm going to put Fossa's to the front. And now let's take a look at Fossa himself. We'll put him on the mirrored part here. I accidentally turned this the wrong way around. So there we are. And there is Fossa. And let's bring the stage a little bit closer so that we can get a proper look at Fossa. Now, Fossa looks like the kind of guy that isn't winning a beauty contest anytime soon, but he certainly looks like the kind of guy that you wouldn't like to accidentally spill his drink in a bar. This looks like the kind of guy that certainly knows how to handle himself. You can see that he has, well, he's got quite a large chin. He is very muscular. He's got his typical cigar, and he's got scars all over his face. And he looks to be, in the words of Braun Breaker, a badass. And yeah, that is the 15th Division Commander for you. A no-nonsense kind of fellow, certainly by the looks of it. Don't know an awful lot about Fossa, other than his very brief fight, where you see him turning his sword on fire, which is absolutely horrifying to say the least. So let's do a quick size comparison. We'll compare him to a WCF figure. Let's go with Jesus Burgers. And you can see that Fossa is just a little bit taller than Jesus Burgers. Let's go with the 1st Division Commander, Marco Phoenix. You can see that Fossa just a little bit taller, Not tremendously taller, but just a little bit bigger overall than what Marco is. Once again, I called him Marco Phoenix. I don't know if Phoenix is actually his last name or not. Let's go for a slightly bigger one. Bring out Marshall D. Teach, and you can see that Fossa and Teach are pretty much the same size as each other. Those two are pretty much to the same scale. And if we bring in a big boy, big old Blenheim, we can see that that is how he scales up towards some of the biggest in the Whitebeard's crew. But of course, we still haven't seen Little Ors Jr. yet, or even the Emperor himself, Edward Newgate, Whitebeard himself. So in the next video, where we're going to do a part 2 of this, where we're going to be looking at Ezo, I'm going to be very much looking forward to that. But in the meantime, this is 15th Commander Fossa, and that's him signing off. And with that said, folks, that's going to be it for this little video, and I really hope you've all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.